What is up, everybody? Alrighty, this should be most of the finale stuff for this event. Should be able to get it done today. The tough part, I think, will be the Liz wanted quest. This account does not have a lot of AoE options, so that's gonna be rough. If I remember correctly, if you don't kill them all within 5 turns, they resurrect each other or some crap like that. Or they heal to full or something. I don't even remember. I just remember AoE good. And thank you for the resub math for 3 months. Excuse me. Alright, gotta finish up the main story though, then you gotta do all the wanted quests. Because I don't think you can do the final boss until you do all the wanted quests or something like that. Alright, let's see here. Try to do all the final stuff without damage CEs. That'll make it entertaining. Definitely going to use damage CEs for the Liz thing, though. We'll go Hot Wheels. Why not? This might be the fight that you can't win. They do a few of those. Let's see here. George. I don't have a lot of general buffers. Hans, land the fucking attack buff, no problem. And MP on death. This ought to work. See, when you don't have waver, you just use taunt walls with battery on death, and that's where you get your NP. Nothing says last man standing like a Rosh. Alright, totally foolproof team here. No problems. Oh, and Gambler, thank you for the sub. How did I miss that? Excuse me, for the half a year too. Thank you, man. I recorded out a Rush solo against Caesar earlier, except I forgot, because I'm an idiot. I was doing it and I forgot that Caesar gets a full NP bar when you break his health bar, so I got NP'd in the face and died, so I had to do it again. I was like, whoops. Oh yeah, actually, I think you can kill him. And it's actually, it might seem ridiculous, but if you do damage stacking, right, you bring a bunch of damage CEs and you use someone like Calamity Jane or whatever, or even Summer or Toria, you could actually kill this guy. Like, he just has regular defense up and an 8 million health. Like, you absolutely can kill this guy. Now, if it wasn't in the event and you didn't have the event CEs, good luck, right? Like, then it'd be pretty tough to do within the time limits. I think you had 4 or 5 turns. But yeah, if you did event stacking, you absolutely could kill this guy. Yeah, I think the best options would be Calamity Jane, just because she's an event servant, and then Task Guard Toria, because Art go Burr. I want George to die pretty soon. Yeah, I don't think I cast Guts. Though Robin's not ready. No, I'll cast Guts. I want them to get their MP off of George dying. Damn. Well, no, I can use his invulnerability skill. George ended up not mattering too much then, because we just overcharged a lot. Well, no event CEs, so this isn't going to be too fancy, but let's see what we get here.
どこへ行くドリアーベ。
I almost think Robin's gonna hit harder, so I think I'm gonna give him the attack up. Come on, Hans. Now's the time. Land that attack buff. I'm gonna be so freaking pissed if he doesn't, because then there was like no reason in putting Hans on the team. Okay, I think I know it landed on Robin. Okay, I think he got it on Hot Wheels too. It's so hard to tell since his animation updates. The buffs go by faster. Okay, yeah, Robin's got that beat. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, without event CE's not even putting a dent in that. Watch him hit Hans here. Contact the box again. Fantastic. Pretty sure that's the end of it. Yep. I mean, you wouldn't need to use dots here. Like, there's no reason to use dots here. Dots would be horrible here, because he has 8 million health. You're never doing 8 million health with dots in 5 turns. It's not like he doesn't have, like, there's literally no reason not to just, like, nuke him, like, the old-fashioned way, because there's no gimmick here. Like, he just has a lot of health. It's a shame that you don't really need CE drops in this event just because they give you 5 copies, I'm pretty sure, so it ends up not mattering too much. Although it makes the challenge quest easier because challenge quest is bullshit, and really, if there ever was a time to farm a bunch of extra CEs, that would be the challenge quest for it, I suppose. I think you just fight Space Star versus Space Star here or something. I'm not sure you even get a Mystic Code. Guess we want to go for like double NP. Let me think. I want to say to give you a guts buff here. I almost want to use my third skill right now. But we'll see what the NP game's like. Their hit count is pretty high, so we might get our NP anyway. Damn. Well, hey, Poi, what's up, man? 26 months. Jeez, thanks, guys. Oh yeah, that new Pog champ. Yeah, I liked yesterday's one a lot better than that one. So far, yesterday's was probably my favorite so far. Okay, Guess I will cast this. Only landed the art up, okay. That's bad. That's bad.
運命を受け入れなさい。無の荒野、光る王冠、豪奢に咲くバラのごとく。エディシュラクエーター。もう何をしていたの。
And then we didn't crit with anything! Way to go, champ! That's great! We might actually lose now. If you just literally crit with one of those, we would have looped. But no! Gotta miss all the buffs, gotta not crit with a damn thing. I see how this is. We might actually lose this. Son of a bitch. Watch her crit now and it won't matter. The turn's already gone, but yeah. Couldn't have done that last turn. Okay, I think we'll just kill her with the NP next turn, thankfully, but god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Woo boy, alright, we're good. If she had popped guts there, we'd have to win this exact turn, but thankfully we don't need to do that, so we're good. Actually, we'll do the 3 of a kind. We're fine.
運命を受け入れなさい。無の荒野、光る王冠、豪奢に咲くバラのごとく。
I really do not care for this MP. That did a lot less damage than I was thinking. So yeah, if she had proc guts last turn, we would have died right there. But if we had crit early, I think it's 2 hit evade or long. Oh, come on! I had that game. Thank you. We had that. But yeah, if we had, remember that crit earlier? Remember that crit earlier that we failed? If that had landed, we would have killed there. Game interrupting our 1v1. What a joke. I think this is Sigurd. I kind of remember this. I think you go UHZ here or something.
Saber
Nope, that must be later. Okay, never mind. I wonder what that's called. Is he like revealing her true identity or something? I'm confused what happened there. Like he cast something, you get the text, and it looks like your bar broke, but your bar didn't break, so it's kind of weird. I guess we do this. Actually, I'll cast this now, because I think he can actually kill you if you like Buster crits, and we'll stun him next turn and then win. Like it won't. He's a Saber. It won't take long. Hell, I think we just cast everything. Click all the buttons. Well, I think it's like, you know, LOL lore. You are right, you lost your event bonus, that's just the CE bonus that's left. But I think it's because, you know, story stuff. Fuck, we didn't get our NP there. We got it now. There we go. No problem. Imagine if he magic resisted our stun. Because off memory, he really can kill you, like, with just Buster crits out of nowhere all of a sudden. Boy, Maniac, I bet you we're gonna... If we ever get to play Elden Ring, I bet you, that'll get said a lot. That game's a myth, by the way. 141, I'll take it.
神に会えば神を切る。主にセイバーばっかり増やす神を。
Hey, Fall, what's up? Thank you for the sub, 7 months. Life's pretty good, except for the whole, you know, sleep apnea thing, but, we dealin'. What is this fight? I guess this is Space Ishtar again. Alright, let's try to... wait, you have to bring her, don't you? Fuck. I was all like, let's do this without event CEs. And then the game's like, you gotta use this one, bitch. At least she's too stupid to have faux items, so that's a thing. Alright, how we want to do this here? There's always Herc. Man, if I had, K-Scope MLB, I would totally, just solo it with Herc. But, I don't think they're gonna let me do that. We could use a command spell, although that does seem like a really stupid idea considering how this piece of shit account is probably going to need those command spells later. Still though, we could do a normal team though. We'll just slap Herc in the back like a normal person. Let's see. We don't. Well, we could put him in the front though because he's about the only person that's going to do any like good damage here. Also just support Space Ishtar as blech as that is. Seems like the smart thing to do if you're not using event CEs. How many event CEs do I even have over here? Let's see. Not that many, really. I mean, that's 150% damage still, but... See, her NP is AoE. Could just Star Bomb and see if we get lucky at the start. Well, I don't want him to die too fast. I want him to use his art up. For the NP. Okay. Man, her posture looks so whack in that pose, dude. Is that her stage 1? I think that's her stage 1. I mean this one. Like, I'm pretty sure this is stage 1 and this is stage 2. But I may have it backwards. I think I might use Mozart's third skill here to... Wait, she only has 500k? What? She better have some fucked up gimmicks, because even without event CEs, that's kind of nothing. Game, please. Been all cocky here. Watch the game just bitch slap me in seconds. I use baked potatoes all the time, but yeah, I cook them. That was the idea there. What the fuck? Why does she have so little health? I mean, yeah, I guess if you really wanted to do this, you'd need to yeet Space Star and solo it with a normal person. It's like a, you know, class neutral. This is just sad. Pretty sure she's dead.
資料集めにはことかかる。損なうたびに思い出すがいい。メルヘン・マイネス・レーベンス。
Well, we landed the only buff that matters.
なんか来た。ふわふわってギュインギュインって嘘、私かっこよすぎ。でもちょっとやりすぎなのだわ。もう何をしていたの。
I think they didn't do that much damage.
遅い。鈍い。
Crits did more.
鈍い。
Watch this Han's DPS. Let's go. Get a match.
親指姫。
Fucking him up. Look at that. Good shit. Match carry. Good animation though. Alright, that should be that.
ちょっとあれあんまり使いたくないんだけど。そこは弱く。
Guys, aren't you glad we got that Mozart animation update and you got like all the musical notes and stuff? Oh wait, no, that didn't happen.
無の荒野、光る王冠、豪奢に咲くバラのごとく。エディシュラクエーサー。
Remember when they gave him that costume from his like anniversary CE with like the black suit and everything? Oh wait, no, that didn't happen either.
ボーナス弾んでね、マスター。
Well, that was kind of a joke. I think the free quests you unlock here, you have to do 5 times for a mission. That kind of sucks. Uh-oh. Dude, Calamity Jane has the dumbest gun in the game. Holy shit, it's so stupid. It's a giant foam finger. Why are those here? Why are they on this ship now? What is going on? This is not a very serious story now. I think I might have to do both of these free quests 5 times each. Oh god. I think they're the last 2 though. Like once you do those 2, you're pretty much done with the missions. Let's see here. Look at all these missions we've already done. Way to go, game. Oh god, we're gonna be here for a second, aren't we? Oh my god, it's one of those! Okay, there's a do a 5. It's like a planet right there. Hopefully I didn't miss any, like, the leading up to this point. I tried to do each free quest 5 times, so hopefully we're good. Okay, we need that though, it's good.
彼も名うての賞金稼ぎのはずだが狙い狙われるしそのなんだ
Okay. We gotta do that wanted quest, and then this one, which is gonna be a bitch, and then these each 5 times. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do one of these 5 times, then we'll do one of the wanted quests, then we'll do the other one 5 times, and then we'll do the other wanted quest. That way we got like some pacing going on here. We'll do this one first. I think there's a mission to kill some of the trash mobs here anyway, or something like that. What do we want to use here? Do I need hairs? I probably do need hairs. Yeah, I do. I guess we'll just get those. Okay, for farming, we don't need to hold back on CEs at all. I can go as ham as I want. This is not the time for shenanigans. I don't know if 100 Face needs one. Do I have Fuma leveled yet? Fuck, I don't. God! He's good for the Liz fight, and he's probably good for the challenge quest, and he's just good for like this kind of thing in general, but he's probably the next thing I level. Actually, Ricky Boy is probably the next thing I level, then Fuma. Don't think 100 Face is gonna get her NP if you do it that way. Oh god, we have no event servants levels. It happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe cut, maybe do the, yeah, okay. Yeah, they need a safety net in this game very badly. Like, the rates aren't even that low in this game, because it's not about what the individual pull rate is. It's about, like, I don't know why people don't understand this. People act like, for example, in Genshin Impact, people act like the rates are terrible, but they're not. Because what matters is, like, the amount of free SQ given out versus, like, the number of rare units and the odds of pulling them and that kind of thing, and then safety net. Like, for instance, in Genshin Impact, as a pure free-to-play, it is not hard to save up to hit the safety net, which means you will get a 5-star. And if you roll on the rate up, you won't get a weapon, you will get a 5-star. So that's no problem. And the same in FGO, it's like, because you do like 11 summons, right? And it's the amount of time it takes to save up to get a 11 summon in FGO is not that hard. That in the long run, you're going to get plenty of 5-stars in FGO. No problem. The problem is that you might get spooked and shit like that, and you might get an unlucky streak on a unit you really care about, and that really sucks, right? All this game needs is a fucking safety net. That's it. Like, well, that's not it. That's it for the Gasha. There's plenty of other things it could use in other departments, but yeah, for the Gasha, really all they need is a safety net, and they'd be fine. Yeah, I honestly don't know why people complain about Genshin so much when it comes to that, because it's just not hard to get 5-stars in that game. It's just a matter of don't be a impulse button spammy moron and roll story all the time, right? We shouldn't even bring a Rosh, we just don't have enough health really. By the way, I basically never save scum ever in my videos, but I recorded that Araj solo and I did save scum, and it was not to like change a play or to crit or anything. It was because when I did Arash's in P, he didn't say the voice line I wanted, so I saved scum to get the voice line that I wanted. Now I could have just edited it in, but I was like, it'll be easier if I do it this way and I don't have to edit later, so. Respect lost, I know, right? I'll save scum for that shit, but I won't, like, I had that misplay in the Darius video where I should have targeted Castellas and I didn't, and that was a pretty big misplay, but I didn't save scum that one. But a Rosh voice line, that we save scum. Maybe we still have this wave. I would say for FGO, I'd probably make the safety net around 700 to 900 SQ, somewhere in that range. Or, you know, that number of rolls, it doesn't have to be the SQ, you could have, if you wanted tickets to work too, you could do that. That might be too generous though, because honestly, if a lot of people don't save their summon tickets, right? But if you save your SQ and your summon tickets, it really don't take that long to get a bunch of summons. Like, it really doesn't, so that might be too low. There's absolutely no world where they make it every 100, like not even close. That would literally put them out of business on that one.
きます
Yeah, I could 750, 800. Like I said, that might be too easy, but I'm not sure. But somewhere in there, I feel like. Oh, bad luck for her today. Dude has a mighty foot. Why was I already 2 out of 5? Maybe it's kill somebody that like George is. This stage might not have a do it 5 times. It might just be kill George 5 times and someone else counted towards that quest that George counts towards or something. The other one though I think does have a beat it 5 times, I'm pretty sure. Question is, did I do this one 5 times? I think so. Yeah, I think I did it last night. Apparently I got a CE drop, so I would assume I did it at least 5 times. I hope so. Okay, yeah, I gotta kill these anyway, so. I wonder if it's do 5 missions on this planet and you did a mission on this planet earlier. That's probably what it is. In the main story, I think you do a stage on this planet and that makes it 1 out of 5. And then when you do the free quest for the first time, it makes it 2 out of 5 or something. That would be my guess. If it's not that, I don't got any fucking idea. No, I don't think the unregistered spirit origin is a good idea at all. It's a fucking horrible idea. Like, it was a bad idea to begin with. The last thing they need to do is try to, like, encourage that. Because first off, that's a complete shit show just waiting to happen. Because then anybody that got unregistered spirit origins before are going to be mad if you suddenly change the way you obtain them. Like, that, you can't do it that way. And then people would be able to pick up, you know, a bunch of 5 stars instead of it always being the rate up and stuff. Like, you can't do it that way. Like, you'd still have to make money, right? Like, that just would not work. That system was just, it was such a bad system inherently, and it's so bad, that's one reason why they don't really allow you to get them, and it's like, it was made by people that had no idea what they were doing. Like, literally, it's a super old system by people that had no idea what they're doing, and it's just in the game for some fucking reason. And I swear, part of the reason they don't add a real safety net is because they're worried that all the people, like the Leviathans, that have gotten unregistered spirit origins would be mad. Like, what do I get all those for if you add a regular safety net? And you might not even be wrong, there probably would be people that get mad like that. It's such a worthless system though, because Leviathans don't want any of the 5 stars like that, right? Because you can get any of the unlimited 5 stars or the rate up, if I remember correctly. And Leviathans don't want any of the regular 5 stars because they generally already have them. And only Leviathans ever get 10 unregistered spirit origins. Unless you just get unbelievably lucky. You actually could, if you wanted to get them, you could as a free-to-play. Like, what you would do is, like, let's say, you know, Mordred's your favorite character, because that's a 5-star I've rolled on, right? So you literally never roll ever unless Mordred is rated up. And then when you get her NP5, you just keep rolling every time she's rated up. And you will get unregistered spirit origins that way, right? But, like, that's so, like, why, though? Like, instead of rolling for that many copies of Mordred, you could have just rolled on the 5 stars you actually wanted. So it doesn't make any sense to do that. But you could. But over the years, you absolutely could get 16 Mordreds. Like, it's not even as hard as you think. Like, you really could. Like, if you don't use a single summon ticket or an SQ on anything but Mordred, and you roll every single time she's rated up and use all your summon tickets, you're probably gonna get more than that, honestly. You'll get a fuckload. But that's just, my god, that's such a stupid, like, why, though? Like, that's such a silly way to go about it. Okay, so we have to do this 2 more times, it looks like. And we'll get enough to beat the trash. That's funny, the next run we'll get all the trash mobs we need, so then we'll have to do 1 more just for the planet, which kind of... It'd be nice if we could have gotten them both at the same time, but that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, maybe there's somebody out there that's super obsessed with Mordred, but at that point you wouldn't want to use the unregistered spirit origins on other... Yeah, then that's what you do. You use the unregistered spirit origins to get another Mordred. That's the 5 brain play right there. That's the smart stuff. I mean, no, the unregistered spirit origin system is not salvageable. It is such an inherently dumb system. Anything you do to make it better is a terrible idea, because again, it's not like a safety net. It doesn't give you the rate up. It allows you to pick any 5-star, right? That's unlimited. Like you cannot use that system, right? Like and that's, I swear, like that's why we don't have a safety net, is because of that system. If there was ever a system that needed to die in FGO, it is definitely the unregistered spirit origin system. Because like making it better is bad because it's such a bad system, and then if you don't make it better, it's a worthless system. So it kind of just shows the problem here. Yeah, you can choose the rate up servant, but that's my point. Like, do you not see the problem here? Like, why do I explain this again, right? Right now, the only reason anyone that gets unregistered spirit origins would never pick a regular 5-star is because the only way to get unregistered spirit origins is to be a Leviathan, and Leviathans don't need the regular 5-stars. But if you made unregistered spirit origins way easier to get, that is not going to be the case. And then at that point, ain't nobody gonna roll on like a lot of rate ups anymore, because they're getting like the unlimited 5-stars so much easier over time now. Like there's no reason for them to do it that way, opposed to just making a fucking safety net for whatever the rate up is. Because then if they rated up, some 5-star from the past that a lot of people care about, that's actually relevant to them. Like if they rate up Artoria, some people are actually gonna roll to hit the safety net for Artoria, right? Where if you make unregistered spirit origins the safety net, that ain't gonna fucking happen. And it's also just a convoluted mess of a system. Like when you have a system that dumb, and you're lacking such like fundamental basic stuff that every other game has, you don't try to salvage the piece of shit system. You don't do that. You just add a normal game system. Like this game does not need any fancy footwork with a safety net. It just needs a safety net, like literally every single other game ever, right? Like the other nonsense is it's just dumb, right? It's in the way and it's convoluted and it's confusing and it's just literally them doing something really stupid from the past and trying to justify it, right? Which you don't need that. Like what I would do if I were them, because if you do add a proper safety net, you're probably going to have some Leviathans bitching about it, but fuck them for one. And two, what I would do is I would completely get rid of the unregistered spirit origin system and then allow people that have a random 1 or 2 or whatever number of unregistered spirit origins, you can turn them in for something rather good, like something rather good. But that's only going to affect a few. The people that's going to affect is very small because so few people have them. But you give them something really good that you can exchange it for, and like multi-choice and things like that. That way they're not going to feel ripped off, and then you're able to move the game forward into the current year. Thank you, right? Like it's just. It's insane that like the game's like quality of life systems are as fucking ridiculous as they are. Wait, I think I have to do it one more time, right? I should be paying attention to the amount of hair I have. I might actually have enough now. Because once you get all the wanted quests and you finish the main story, you don't need them for anything. Although I think you can turn them in for QP or something. they're never gonna do a trade system because people would buy accounts and then trade with their main and then throw the account away. It's never gonna happen. I always said if they were going to do it, and they won't do this even, but if they were going to do it, like the only thing you could really do is allow you to trade one unit one time once a year. And that way people are probably going to use it with other players. But, and that'd be kind of a fun event, right? Like everyone would be, talking on, you have constantly people talking on, social media stuff to try to trade and everything, but, they're not going to do that, like definitely not. Because you would still have a lot of people buying starter accounts and things like that to just trade with themselves. That's probably overkill for one mob. Actually, I do think what I just said would do it. Like, it would, because here's the thing. The game is not actually harmed by people actually doing that, right? Like, it doesn't. It doesn't really harm the game. And I think they can afford, like, what little harm it would do, I think they can afford. And the player goodwill is worth way more than any harm it would do. But it doesn't matter. They're not going to do it. They don't value player goodwill very much. And there's other restrictions you could do, like you could make it to the account has to have made it, pretty far into the game. Like it has to have made it to like Lost Belt, even the current story even, right? Like you could do things like, there's plenty of ways you could do it, but they're absolutely not going to. They're not even going to entertain the idea, which I don't really care. I mean, it'd be a fun thing, but overall it's not really important, so. Okay, I think we gotta do this one, and then we gotta do this one, and I think that's it for the farming missions. Alright, let's go smack Hijikata. I do not remember this wanted quest at all, but because I don't remember it, I don't think it's particularly hard, so I'm not all that worried. What do we want to summon? I might do this, because again, we want to try to use event CEs. So some of these wanted quests might be scaled with them in mind, but I'm not sure. So we can make like some divinity nonsense happen here with our fucking NP1 Herc. I still have not unlocked his third skill. It's so outrageous that you even need to do that for old units. It's so dumb. Like, who made this? Do that. One away from MLB. The main issue is our Herc is just NP1. What about using Karna? He has divinity. I like that better. Although 544, it'll be fine. Can do that, actually. Wait, Ace, are you here? If Ace is here, we should give her starting NP. Because doing her NP before, right, is like a huge damage boost. Not sure if Ace is here, though. But if he is here, we could go like K-Scope or some nonsense, that'd be great. Where the hell is my... There it is. I could also use Ku, actually. Because he has divinity, and he's got the attack up, and he lives forever. What could go wrong? Actually, Shadow Servants do not always have a higher death chance. It just depends on the context. Death chance, period, depends on the context. Like, for example, the Shadow Knights of the Round Table do not have a higher death chance. For obvious reasons. Everything's context specific. Real shame she doesn't have starting MP. Getting her MP would actually be really helpful here. Wow, this is so much easier. Unless there's a crazy ass gimmick here, this is so much easier than the Liz one. Which is weird because the Liz one is first. Damn it. How did he not? Oh, he only has 2 actions per turn and he buffed, that's why. Fuck. I needed George to die. That's I shouldn't have cast Guts then, but I thought he would kill him there and then kill him next turn, right? Like, that was the idea. Stop buffing! Well, I could charm and then I could probably go around the wheel and get his aunt back, so it's not that bad really. You got this. You don't got this. Close, but not quite. We're taking too long now. Man, that actually sucks now because I was about to charm, right? So then I could have just gotten another turn out of him with the taunt, but whatever. Here's the thing, I don't actually need to really use her NP here because he is definitely going to break without it. And there's no buffs to remove. Like, I don't need the defense down. Like, I don't need it. I guess I'll save it then. This was actually a Christmas event. I guess charming him that turn would not have been bad. Oh my god, I remember now. He has an RNG evade because that's an amazing mechanic that everybody enjoys. I wish he would have cast a buff that I could have removed, but oh well. Why did he do this? Like, why? Well, should have used Q as my DPS because he has sure hit, and that would have been awesome. Man, the amount of stall you got on his NP is kind of ridiculous. If I'd known this, I would have given K-Scope to David, because he had sure hit. Oh, she's beating the hell out of him. Does not have an event CE. We're using no event bonus, by the way. He's beating the shit out of there. What the hell? Summons OP. I don't know why I'm bothering to cast that, because it's not going to save him if he gets hit by it. If she had starting NP, we probably could have NP'd with her twice. Well, lol, she still had the evade, and she has guts to CE, so she was not dying there. Actually, I don't think she could have died there, because if he NP'd her, I think he has to target switch. No, NPs allow them to target the same person again. Alright, RNG, let's go. Just don't dodge. Easy! Easy! Like he doesn't even have a gimmick. Damn, 7k. Couple of crit buffs. Doesn't crit. Well done. Okay, now we're just bullying. Now we're just fucking bullying. I can yeet the buffs and everything. I'm gonna double charm him. Hey, that's right. Look at that. Can't charm him because he's already charmed. Oh no, he evaded it, chat. Oh no, he evaded that too. Oh no. That was like the dumbest one in Quest. Out of like the bigger ones. Like that one was pretty silly. Though I guess if you get really bad luck, it could be a problem. But again, we didn't even use event CEs or anything, so. Very niche. Right there. Okay, we'll do the 5 free quests, which I think is the last 5, and then we'll do the one in quest. I might buy these. We'll see. I might as well, even if I get another event drop. It's like, who cares? I don't have anything else to use the gold things on anyway. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is the last time we have to spam a free quest. And I have no idea what it drops. So when in doubt, go with the hair boost. Oh god, there's a ruler. It probably won't matter though. Gotta do this 5 times, but then we're done. Then we're free. We get to do fun things. I really do think Liz is going to be a problem on this account, though. I don't think she would be a problem if I summoned like an OP support, but I'm not going to do that, so it's going to be rough. Totally not Star Wars, by the way. I don't remember where she shows up, but we'll try to show off the gunslinger chick that never talks if we beat the main story, which we should, because we're pretty much at the end, so surely he can do 26k with quad event bonus. Yep. Actually, probably could have killed all 3 of them there if I'd tried. $57k. I like like how Hercules is just covering Arash with his brick. Slab of ground. Easy. Get that dragon out of here. I guess they put a giant one in there, so if you make it to the end of the event and you haven't finished the mission to kill like 20 giants or whatever it is, you can get it off this one. I think we've done a pretty good job of staying up to snuff with the mission, so I think we're fine. This event though. Like what the hell? Like what the fuck? Why is this the final free quest? These animations though. You know, I think she's dead. Oh, this stage doesn't really drop here. It drops like everything else, it looks like. It drops some. I should bring something though. Doesn't really matter though. I think this account's pretty much got enough of everything, so we're looking good. I think we need like 800 or 700 to unlock the story, then like a little bit more for like 1 or 2 wanted quests at the end, and that's it. So we're fine. Why not? Although that's gonna hurt our... Okay, here's what we'll do. No, that's a stupid idea. Yeah, we need the team boost. More damage. Thankfully, I don't need eggs on any of my accounts, so I've actually never had to farm them ever. Because by the time they ever added units like Jason that used them, that I wanted to level, I had just gotten plenty from events and what to give you from the story and everything, so it's never been an issue for me. But I know several people that it's been an issue for, so. Okay, that roof sip mode ain't half bad. I mean, this should be pretty easy to do this stage even without Edmund, because by the time you get to this mission, you should have so many event seeds. It shouldn't be that hard to set it up. I mean, even this account's not really having a problem with it, and this account is fucking trash. Like, just because I'm intentionally not using Waver and Castoria, right? You just summon Waver or whatever, and just have an NP at the end. It won't be a big deal, really. How much damage is Q doing right now? I don't really remember. I have not been paying attention. I'm gonna regret this so... Okay, I'll do it like that. Fuck! Okay, yep, no, that was wrong. Casual crit. It's so easy to clear the shop in this event, like it's crazy easy. Alright, 3 more times and we're out of here. This is not a good place to get hair drops, though, it looks like. You know, I don't remember there being a raid event anytime recently. But they don't do raid events a lot anyway. They're supposed to be rare, I think. I'm trying to remember, how often do they actually do events for Valentine's Day? Because that's one of those events that they don't always... Like, they did the Semiramis one, but they don't always do stuff like that off memory. Although I guess because this is a rerun, they might want to, you know, step it up. You're good at 5 kind of head raids, not really like farming raid. Well, like kinda you could farm them, if I remember correctly. I think they were gone like so fast. Like they got taken out super quick. Alwa Wall was like a mini event, if I remember. It was kind of like a daily thing. APOC raids had some pretty nice loot, but they did not last very long. I mean, there's no reason for them to change the Knights of the Round. Like, why would they? They didn't change it the original time. There's no reason for them to do it now. And like, I really gotta stress this. It really annoys me because everyone's gonna, you know, like try to pressure me into doing it in some horseshit way. No one has a hard time with that challenge quest if they actually care. You just use command spells or, you know, cheese it with OP supports and stuff, right? It's not actually hard, right? It's hard if you want it to be. So, and then it's kind of unreasonable and bullshit, but and it's not even necessary. It's an optional piece of content that gives like a lore or something, right? Why would they nerf that? Right? Especially when it's so easy to just use command spells and stuff. Like literally, there is no failing that stage unless you're trying to, if you use command spells, right? Like the only way you'd fail command spells is if you do it on your first attempt and you don't optimize the team at all and then use your command spells and then you die again, right? But if you actually take a second to find a somewhat optimal team, like, I can't think, I am not exaggerating. I really stand by what I'm about to say here. I cannot think of a single challenge quest or main story fight ever that is actually hard, even if your account sucks, if you use command spells. As long as you take 2 seconds to think about like how to use them, right? You think, okay, let me tweak the team until I find something good, then use the command spells. I can't think of anything, right? Like even the most fucked up stuff they've made. The only quest that maybe might be like that, and I say maybe because I don't know the fight very well because I didn't do it much, was the Achilles one. Because I just didn't do that challenge quest back in the day much because I was busy with other things. But people always say that one's like the worst thing ever. So, but I don't even know because I don't remember it. I think it's for the last mission, but you don't need to do the last mission to get anything. I think, like, you beat the last mission to get a lore, right? You don't need it to unlock the command codes or anything from the event shop or to get the Grail. You get the Grail just from, like, the main story finish. So, like, sure, it's good to beat it, of course, right? Because I think you get 2 lores out of it. And, you know, who don't want that? Yeah, I think you can look here. Actually, I think it's this one. So you get 5 summon tickets. You get 5 summon tickets for beating it. And sure, that's nice. Getting 5 summon tickets is nice. But it's not like, oh no, I missed 5 summon tickets. It's not that, it doesn't really matter. And again, you just use fucking... Now, I will say, the one thing that might get them to nerf it, and if this is the case, I would actually agree with this. It may have been an accident that stage was as fucked up as it was. And I kind of suspect that is the case to some degree, because they've only done a bonus challenge quest twice ever, as off memory. They've done it, and there may be one other time that I've just forgotten, but I think they've only done it twice. And it's this one and the Yang one. And the Yang one is like, not really any harder than the Benny one, right? It's pretty much the same. Where this one is light years harder than the other challenge quest, and pretty much any challenge quest that they've done. And it's just broken, right? So honestly, it might have just been a whoops. So they might like retune it a little bit. I don't think they're going to though, because everyone is so much stronger now, right? Like Castoria exists. most of the player base has their own Castoria, so they could summon a friend's Castoria as well. Or they could just, if they don't have one themselves, they can summon a friend's at least, right? That alone makes me think they're not gonna nerf it. That's a huge fucking deal. Because the big problem there was Pierce vulnerability and everything, and you don't have to worry about that anymore. And Castoria is just so broken. And also respecking command codes is free. There's more command codes now. There's you know, just more budget units that have been buffed now. Although most of those aren't really that applicable for this fight. But like, I don't think they're gonna do it. And I don't think you can't use the blue cubes. Blue cubes are only for the main story. And then, like, Asclepius existed when this came out the first time, but no one had leveled him yet, really. Like, he was so fucking rare back then, but Asclepius isn't that rare anymore. So there's just, like, although I don't think Asclepius is necessarily going to be that helpful there, but I'm just saying there's a lot more options now than there was then. Although, you know what's weird? Now that I think about it, I don't think 1 to 3 stars have really changed. I think we might have Ricky Boy, and that's it. And Ricky Boy is not applicable in that challenge quest. I don't think they've actually, other than potentially Ricky Boy, I don't think they've added any 1 to 3 stars since that's fucked. That is fucked. So yeah, this hasn't really changed very much for budget players, actually, now that I think about it. The one way it has changed for budget players, though, is they can, even if they don't have it, they can still summon a friend's Castoria, and that's huge. That's huge. Yeah, sure, you may have to still wiggle around the team and figure it out and, you know, min-max some things, but that's a pretty big crush. Between that and command codes, I think it's going to be a lot easier. Now, I still don't think you're going to really see a lot of, like, 1 to 3 star setups that don't involve really busted CEs or, you know, getting very lucky. Pretty much all the 1 to 3 star setups before used either command spells or unbelievable luck. It wasn't a matter of the players, you know, not being good enough. It was just the stage is bullshit like that, and I think that's pretty much going to be the same. Maybe slightly less RNG, but oh yeah, Nobukatsu, that's true. He might help some, especially if you were using Nobu. But people not using Nobu, it might help some. You might be able to use him as Spartacus and use some taunt and NP, then die, and maybe. I don't think it's that. Shin Gong is so good for that I don't think you would use Nobukatsu instead. But I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, they did buff Ku, that's true. But Ku's buff isn't all that applicable there. There's a lot of fights where an extra attack buff on Ku doesn't really matter too much. It's not a bad thing, but it doesn't make that much of a difference. And if I remember correctly, I don't remember that fight particularly well, but I remember, you know, the Pierce vulnerability on the little shit, and that was a problem, and then the buff removal on Tristan, and like you couldn't hurt, like, wasn't it like you had to wait a few turns for them to lose their shield and you could actually hit them, right? It was some crap like that. And then, you know, there was like 5 or 6 of them or whatever. But off memory, there was not much use for Ku there, because I think there was a lot of Sabers. It's like 3 Sabers, 1 Lancer, 1 Archer, or something. So, you know, sure, Ku will do a great job of killing Tristan, if you want to do that, but that's pretty much all he's gonna do. So that's not, like, whoop-de-doo, your Ku went into just killing 1 guy, right? That's not that good. And I think it's like Lancelot, Tristan, Gareth in the front row, and then it's like Bedivere, Gwaine in the back or something. I think there might be one other one too that I'm forgetting in there. Oh my god, you're right, Ari. That's so dumb. Oh my god, that's why that quest is so fucking stupid. Oh my god, I remember that now. And then you might get unlucky and just not have that card type. I remember that was such a, oh my god, I remember that now. That was such a stupid quest. Oh my god, I've always known that was a stupid quest, but now I remember why it was so fucking stupid. Oh my god, the RNG was so fucking dumb in that. Oh my god. Dude, it's funny, so I did not even do it that much because I didn't realize you couldn't repeat it, right? And so I used a fairly strong team, and I beat it, and then I wasn't even recording. Then I turned the recording on because Billy 1v1 Gwaine at the end. I thought, oh, that's funny. You know, I've soloed Gwaine with Billy before, so I just turned the recording on to show Billy soloing Gwaine at the end. And then I was going to tag that on at the end. I was going to redo it, you know, and then put that at the end as like a bonus thing. But then I was like, oh, I can't do it again. But I remember what little I had messed around with it, because before I beat it, I tried a few things. And yeah, I remember it was just so fucking stupid, because like, you would finally get things set up the way you needed it, but then you just wouldn't get the right cards at the right time. It's like, oh, great. Yeah, I think Caster Toria is going to make it really easy for most people. Now, for people not using her, I think it's still going to be a fucking nightmare. But for the people that do use her, I think it'll be much, much, much easier. Honestly, and then for the people that have their own Castoria and some of their friends' Castoria, I think it's going to be a joke. Like, I'm telling you, you're going to see setups that are double Castoria, you know, switch Mysticote into Waver or Nero Bride or Hohenheim or some crap like that, or Qingong, right, and you cycle more. You're absolutely going to see that, and you'll just be spamming NPs so much for so many turns that you'll get them killed, like, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 turns, whatever the minimum is there. And yeah, Tristan had buff removal. That was great. The Shiba challenge quest is a million times easier. It's not even close. The Shiba challenge quest is honestly, it's RNG, but it's pretty fair because even if you're getting bad RNG, the value like demanded of you is still so reasonable that, you know, you can very reasonably weather the storm if things go a bit bad here and there, right? So it's no problem. Where a lot of other challenge quests similar to it are not like that. Yeah, that's another thing. If you fail to pay a debt, it's not that big of a deal, right? If you're consistently failing to pay off debts, it would, you know, add up and be a problem. But like even in like my video, I'm pretty sure at the end when it was getting kind of sloppy, there was quite a few debts not being paid off, and it, you know, it still works out. It's not that bad. Main thing is early on, you want to pay off your debts as best as possible in the early stages. That way, at the end, if you do have some choppy nonsense, it's like, oh, it's okay. You know, I can afford to have some debuffs. You don't want to be like getting a bunch of debuffs at the very beginning. That way, at the end, if you kind of get forced into taking a few, then you'd have way too many, right? Like that's kind of the goal there. Just like real life, you're not entirely wrong. It is very good to avoid that early in life in case you have like some kind of medical emergency later in your life. I've actually never been in debt in my entire life, and I went through great lengths to ensure that. Also, you know, never got to, you know, get an education, so, you know, most people get debt early in their life because of college, but I never got any, I didn't get none of that schooling stuff, right, so didn't have to pay the money either, so there was a real bright side to that. Yeah, I've avoided debt like the plague throughout my life. I was very fortunate that one, I was the youngest child in my family, so and that alone wasn't necessarily fortunate, but it allowed me to watch my other siblings be very irresponsible and stupid with their money. And then I remember I straight up did this. I remember watching like my eldest brother just be a moron with his money, like just a moron. And I remember just having a mental checkbox: don't do that, just save your money. I remember 100% I did that. And then, you know, my dad did a good job of like teaching me about like, you know, how the world works and, you know, how bills work, and, you know you're gonna have income, but you're gonna have to have, you know, upkeep, and he taught me that stuff pretty early in life. So before I got thrown out into the world, I knew, okay, so, you know, I need to be ready, right? I should save up every penny I can now, so when I am thrown out there, I've got a nice, you know, bank, so I don't have to, you know, scrounge or go in debt or anything. So that was a huge help to me. So carry by the father. But yeah, I think a lot of young people, you know, they don't know yet. They hear about bills, but they don't really understand it, right? They don't have a frame of reference for money. They just don't. It's not their fault. It's just they just don't have a frame of reference for like the value of money and stuff yet. And so a lot of teenagers get jobs and stuff, and then they're very irresponsible with their money. And then by the time they get, you know, older, and then it's, you know, it hits the fan, they're not in good shape for it. So Yeah, I was fortunate to get to watch other people make those mistakes and then have somebody actually give me good advice, so. That really is part of why, though, I try to really encourage people not to spend money on the gacha, actually. Like, very much so. It's like, you should not spend money that you should be saving otherwise. And, it's fun to play free-to-play anyway. I really stand by that. I find this game, you know, very fun when you don't have everything ever, so you gotta pick and choose. You know, it's fine to spend money on things that you like if you've got that disposable income. I always say if you're gonna put money into the gacha or anything, it's like it needs to be the kind of money that you delegate for those kinds of things, like the money you would have put into movie tickets or whatever, right? And because you know you gotta enjoy your life, right? You obviously don't want to be too big of Scrooge McDuck, but you know you gotta be responsible with these things. I'm pretty cheap too, gambler. I've always been that way. I don't. First off, a lot of the things that like I care about in life aren't expensive, right? So I don't have like the need to spend a lot of money, and I'm always stingy with my money. I've always been that way, so it's helpful though. It's good. You know, you can probably see that mindset on my accounts with the way I use apples in FGO is a lot like how I treat my money in real life, which will probably not surprise anybody. But yeah, that's why I've got 1,000 fucking apples on a lot of my accounts. All right. I think we've done everything, right? Unless I'm forgetting something. I think we're pretty much ready to go fight Liz and... What's the other one? I think it's like Emi or something. Oh yeah. It's Emia with... or Dimia with the ads. I remember that. I soloed it with Fionn back in the day. Saving for life replay? Yeah, right? You gotta start New Game Plus in life, but you give yourself all the money from your previous file, you see? That does sound like an isekai type anime, right? Someone like goes back in time, but they get all their money and like experience from last time, right? Wait, is Sigurd still alive, or is this just a flashback? Oh yeah, that's a flashback to like the first time they had to like seal up Ishtar or whatever the fuck. That's like a whole thing. Actually, I think we have to do... Well, we don't have to, but you can do more of the main story. I know at some point you're not allowed to progress until you do, like, other stuff. But we'll do the wanted quests, and then we'll do the main story. Give me 1 second, though. I need water. Well, the thing is, as a content creator, I have a lot more use of apples than a lot of other people do. So it's wise for me to save them, to not waste them on farming that I don't really need. That way, if I want to, refund, because like a lot of times we'll beat a main story boss and we'll want to keep playing it, right? So we keep, like when they make Lost Belt 6, right? You fight a really fun boss. Sometimes you want to fight it multiple times, right? So things like that really behooves me to have multiple apples. Anyway, I'll be right back. Just like to point out how fucking pointless it is that you can't replay the Knights of the Round Table and the AMC. I mean, like, why? I guess they think it's more special if you can't do it again. Either that or they didn't even think about it and didn't, whatever. Alright, I'm back. Got water and a banana. I don't remember this one either. We'll do Virtua, why not? Oh damn, Ari got 10, 10, 10. How'd that farming go? Okay, no event CEs, none of that. The only one of these we'll use those on is the Liz one, because that one's a pain in the ass. In comparison anyways, it's not like the worst quest ever, but... What were her mats? I mean, I kind of forget. I guess the issue was lures then. That is the one thing I am really happy about this event is just the fact that we get a lot of lures out of it. Especially if you did the original, you get even more. Oh wow, yeah, her mats are pretty easy. I wonder if they do that on purpose. Like, everything in Christmas seems pretty straightforward to level. Yeah, seriously, none of these mats are like hard. Like, they're like. I swear, Dragon Fangs are like the easiest like bronze mat ever, and then everything else is just silver stuff. So yeah, that's nothing. It's usually just like Dragon Fangs and the ice crystals and stuff. It's funny because ice crystals are like a newer-ish mat, but they've never really had that many servants that use them, and they've always given them out like candy. So I have never even like had any problem with the ice crystals, like not even remotely. I'm looking on the wiki right now, there's just not that many characters that use them. Funnily enough, I actually have a lot of characters that do use them. They're like Calamity Jane and Avicii Braun, Skullfucker, Scatty. Yeah, if you're getting like every Artoria ever, that's a lot of Dragon Fangs at that point. Was she actually successful in getting every single copy of her? Because there's a lot. He's single target. Why you no third skill? Oh, I would like a taunt CE. As cheesy as they are. See, all my other accounts I don't use Poster Girl, but I would use it on this account, because this account is about kind of using what you've got at your disposal, with the exception of like waiver and all that. Saving for ruler, that's dedication. I'm assuming you're on NA then. Although I will say the ruler version of Artoria actually is rather fun, gameplay-wise, pretty unique, so. Does Dimia have Pierce Invulnerability? Or is that just when he gets buffed or something? I want to say that he does, so I might want to do double taunt. We'll do mash. There we go, that's fine. Not much damage up here though. Probably don't need it. You can kill trash mobs. That's kind of a disgraceful use of him, but like, it don't matter, it'll be fine. Just defense ignore. That's kind of weird. With the way his NP looks, you really would think it'd have Pierce Invulnerability on it.
あまりそそられんの。
Yeah, when they buffed him, they just made his drain chance higher. And more damage, obviously, but... Okay, what are we doing here? Unfortunately, our enemy does not have divinity. How unfortunate. Let's see. And we got that comfy stage 1. Didn't I get her NP1, I think? So if I ever get spooked by her, I can get NP2, because she's unlimited, which is nice. Maybe I should just Brave Chain here. Yeah, but leaving that guy alive is kind of dumb. She is cool, but she's kind of low on my priority list. Not because I don't have like a problem with her or anything. It's just I like Fionn a lot, and he's, you know, NP 3 or 4, and he's 10-10-10 and stuff, and he's really good at the whole AOE Art Lancer thing. So, but one day we'll get her up. Damn it, Ku. Oh right, she's got like batteries and stuff, right? She can like get her NP fairly quickly. Okay. Well, Nash is actually gonna live here. Unless I want her to die. We'll keep her up. We'll try to get her NP here without using her stuff. But yeah, if she is anybody's favorite character, you're in good shape in that she's unlimited, so that definitely makes things a bit easier in the long run. Damn it, I should have done the Brave Chain! I would have broken the health bar, god damn it. That's so unsatisfying. I hate when crap like that happens. That is just the edgiest thing. Oh my god. I am so salty right now that I did not break there, and I could have. That's not ideal. Oh my god, that's so stupid, because if I had broken, he already had his NP. It's so dumb! I could've, oh my god. I would've prioritized that a lot more too if I had known that's what his gimmick was. Well, sorry Mash. I like how Mash Alpha's battery went to waste on Vertra, didn't do anything. Oof. Good thing Ku had his guts. Oh, I fucking forgot that she could've, fuck. I should've done that so long ago. That would've also made it easier for, I almost want to restart just because we're missing so much. I mean, we're still gonna win, obviously, but we are missing so much value right now. Good hand though. Yeah, because I could have given Ku the NP up, and then he would have broken easier, right? And then that would have given her the battery to already have hers, and she could have gotten like right into her NP on the next one. And the Nash would have eaten both NPs, right? Well, actually, she ended up doing that anyway, but hit Ku! Hit Ku! Do it again! Fuck. I think you have to actually kill all the ads here. I should have saved the Rosh's heal. I could totally overcharge a Rosh, it's just we don't... The ads are gonna be dead anyway, so it doesn't seem like that useful of a thing to do. I'm just so freaking glad they didn't CGI this. I think the backup heads there might be CGI, especially at the end there. But the bulk of it's not, which, you know, good enough for me. Good win right here. I actually wish that had barely kept him alive so Arash could get the triple kill. Is that Paimon? Is that a Paimon amount? That's what it looks like. Couple of bullets there. It's a good command code. That'll be good on our Herc. Alright. Gotta face the Liz. Face the music. The really, really shitty music. I think when you get those, like, I don't know, radios, I don't know, or speakers or something. I don't know what they are, but they unlock like this stuff, which is what you got to do to progress at the end. It's like memories or some shit, or recordings with the past. You have to have like done all those to do the final stage. Alright, let's see our options here. Okay, well we definitely limit break one of the like single target damage up ones. We got one extra, which is nice. This is such a bad craft essence, by the way, outside of the event. I'm actually using it for a CE bomb. I'm serious. I was like, you know what? This is a rerun. And so I got, you know, many copies of it. I'm like, I'm just gonna use it for a fucking CE bomb. That way, like, during the event, I can have, like, somewhat okay stats on it. And then I have no problem blowing it up later. I literally have, I have another one limit broken and, like, 2 other ones not limit broken, so... Like, who gives a shit? What do I want to do with the team one, though? You get more total damage, like, you'd want to wait until you have, like, an extra one. You get one as a drop, you know, so you can have one limit broken at least and one not. But it's also more economical if you have more CE slots to be used for other things like Star Bomb or, you know, Hurt CE or whatever. But I'm thinking we'll try not limit breaking it first because you can't, you know, you can't go back in time. So we'll keep it like this for now and see what we want. Okay, so I'd like to, you know, take the kids' gloves off for this account because this account is so weak. But we're still not going to do Waver, Castoria, Merlin, any of that. But I'm trying to think that what do I want to summon? Let's see. So it's Caster, Saber, Lancer. The Saber is the most annoying because she uses invulnerability so often. But an Archer is kind of bad here because of the Lancer. Could always make Herc work. The hard part is, one of the easiest ways to do this is AoE. Like, this fight is so much easier if you go the AoE route, and this account just does not have AoE. Like, it's got a Rosh. That's it. So, bit of a problem. I could literally summon my Darius. That's not actually that crazy of an idea, but I kind of want to do something different than that. Besides, we kind of want to summon someone with the team-wide damage CE, I would think. Well, that depends. If the DPS, if we summon a DPS, if they can, you know, do the damage roll on their own, then it doesn't matter. But if I have to use like one of my own damage dealers, then I'm not going to want to do it that way. Calamity Jane is not bad because she can do Pierce and Vulnerability and absolutely murder the Saber, but she's really bad against the Lancer. It actually would not surprise me if Herc can solo this if you set him up properly, but you would need like the Lost Belt 5 one, which I can actually have. We've beat Poseidon, but we didn't let the stage go through, so I still don't have the buff. Yeah, I saw they have like some mini co-op things on the event, but the one that I saw was just like a target test thing. But they might add more later. Who do I want to use? I'm really not sure. I got a lot of options here. If you want to be disgusting, you'd probably do Gajuna. But I don't think I want to be quite that disgusting. But Gajuna with the damage CE, and then you make the whole team just about protecting him, that would definitely work. Like that would get the job done. But we're not gonna go that far. That's a little too much. If we get stuck, maybe we do that. But for now, we'll try something more reasonable. I can't make up my mind if I want to try to like do a bunch of single target people and nuke each one of them individually or do AoE. It's just going to be really hard for this account to support AoE. Okay, I'm not summoning this. I just want to look at my options here. I'm kind of leaning towards limit breaking that CE. That way I can give Herc his Bond CE in the back. It's a big help. Nah, using Gajuna is not half as mean as using Merlin or Waver. It's only that mean if you have Merlin or Waver with Gajuna. You slap Gajuna on a piece of shit account, he's helpful, but you still gotta scrounge quite a bit. But in this context, he's just like the perfect thing for the fight anyway. Because Berserker, 3 different classes, AoE, right? Like he's hitting all the checkboxes here. Although you know who else probably would do well here is Summer Musashi. Because doesn't she have Pierce Invulnerability? And like that can get so annoying in this fight at the end if you just get invulnerability like a really bad time. I just can't make up my mind if I want to go like single target and just like nuke them down individually and try to, you know, blow them up within the 5 turns, or if I want to do AoE. I think this account really is going to struggle to do AoE, but I might use Martha. Buff removal's not bad here at all, and there is a caster. I don't mind that. You could make Raiko work here, but Gajuna would be better. Gajuna is specifically better if your account sucks. Like he would work better with an account like this. Also, I just like Gajuna, or just Arjuna, a lot more than Raiko anyway. You could make Siegfried work here, that's true, because they're all dragons. And he counters one of them. That would be, if this was my main, I would do that in a heartbeat. Because my main has like the wiggle room to kind of do what it wants. I'm not sure that would be great for this account. I mean, I might try it just because that's kind of an unexpected thing that could potentially work. The main reason I don't think it'll work very well is because I don't think this account has like the CEs to... Like you really want to use your support for a team-wide damage CE, I feel. But we'll try it just because it's kind of fun. Let me slap some command codes on them. Let me think. I think NP gain will be important. Oh, we have Asclepius. Oh, hell yes. That's a big help. Because there's those super nasty debuffs. Oh, we could do Martha instead, though, if we want to, because she also can clear debuffs. I might do that, because on a key turn, removing the invulnerability from the Saber one is quite big. What do I want to give Siegfried here? Probably just basic value, and if we need to pick something specific later, we can. Okay, definitely the Merlin one, just because, you know, if you happen to get your MP a bit faster, you know, good. You can get debuffs, though, earlier in the fight, so it's not too bad to do debuff clear. Give the dot. Okay, definitely the anti-dragon command code, because I use that on Siegfried anyway, and they're all dragons, so it's just easy damage up. All the command codes I want to use are equipped to other people, which is insane because I thought I unequipped all of them, but apparently not. Man, I remember when Siegfried was the first Saber. He was the first Saber in the Nasuverse that was not an Artoria face. And then they killed him off immediately. And then they focused on, you know, Mordred right afterwards. And it was like, okay, I see where this is going. When was the first time that we actually got a main story from Fate that had a Saber that wasn't Artoria face and they actually got screen time? Because it's not Fate Stay Night, it's not Fate Hollow, it's not Fate Extra, it's not Fate Zero, it's not Fate APOC. So it's pretty far in. Is it Fate Strange Fake? Dear God, is it Fate Strange Fake? It might be. That's insane. Extella Link doesn't count because that's a fucking video game, and it has a bunch of Artoria faces in it anyway. And like the story in Extella and Extella Link is so throwaway that it doesn't really count. Requiem was after Fate Strange Fake. Yeah, I think it's Fate Strange Fake. That is fucked. Because even Fate Labyrinth has fucking Artoria in it. I guess you could say maybe Blue Fragments. But that's Prototype, which isn't actually part of like the main, you know, Fate thing. I mean, it kind of is now, but it's borderline. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Fate Strange Fake. That's a trip right there. Okay, what do I slap on Siegfried here? I guess we'll just do Gilgamesh on Buster because I'm lazy, and then like heal on Quick, because again, I don't even know what I would want otherwise, so just guaranteed value stuff, really. Alright. Oh my god, I love how you have to go forward to go backward. And then if you get used to doing that, you accidentally start the stage. Best UI ever, by the way. Okay, so the main thing this would need would be battery, which is always a rough time on budget setups. And then the other thing is just buff removal. I wish we had Fuma. Oh my god. I mean, we do have Fuma, but he's not ready yet. Look at that 1-0-0. Totally ready to carry. Qingong is good. Baton is super good, actually, because you can give like evade to someone and make sure they eat the NP. I do like Asclepius because, and I did this in the video, the NP seal is just amazing because you sync up the AoE, which is just like fucking god tier. I almost want to stick with Asclepius because of that. I don't know though, Martha is so nice. But having two AoEs alternate like that is super obnoxious. What if you killed them before they did that? That doesn't seem very likely on an account this crap. That really doesn't seem that likely. Let me think. Now, Siegfried could absolutely tank Liz's NP. Which one? Lancer Liz's NP, because she's counterclassed, she's dragon, she's AoE. I mean, she will not do much damage to him at all if I want him to tank it. I don't know though, Asclepius is just so good. But my god, Martha could be good if you remove the invulnerability. Because otherwise you're just at the mercy of, I hope she doesn't cast it this turn, right? Which is she's pretty 50-50 on casting it. Like, she'll easily cast it 3 or 4 times in a row, and sometimes not cast it 3 or 4 times in a row. It's very annoying, that. If I was gonna let people die, then you'd want to cycle to supports that really give you like gas, 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 right? Like that kind of thing. The shitty part is Siegfried doesn't have armor ignore, and that's gonna be they get a big fucking armor buff at the end. Now, one way around that is you actually kill this, you slow down on the Saber intentionally, and then you literally kill the other two, and because it's the Saber one that activates the defense buff. That's totally a way to go around about it. I'd like to work in Shen Gong. I might cut George. I don't know if I have room for him. I wonder if I could get away with that. And then you could just let Martha die. I liked MASH on the start though, but that was Darius was very different from Siegfried. But she does let you stabilize. This is really tricky trying to pick between Martha and Asclepius. So basically what's in Asclepius's favor, I will say Asclepius is not as good here as he is in a lot of other stages. You're really not going to get value out of his heal or his NP generally. But he allows you to sync up the enemy AoE NPs, and that is awesome. Like that's a really nice thing. If I do use MASH, definitely would have that. I might cut Perk just because it's kind of awkward to try to get him on the team. I'd like to work in Shen Gong somewhere just because battery, buster up. I don't know, I think I'm really leaning towards I might have to not kill the Saber 1 super fast. I don't see how this team could deal with the defense up. Unless you NP just a fuckload of times at the end, that's pretty nasty. Especially because Siegfried has no self-survivability in terms of like, you know, hard survivability. So if the fight goes on a really long time, that's not great. You could just say fuck it and just hope the RNG on the invulnerability is good, but that's risky. I am leaning towards Asclepius though. 20% battery is nice. I should really use this account's command codes, but I'm too lazy. The main reason I don't like Herc is I foresee him showing up at a really awkward time, and he loses a bunch of lives before he gets down into his solo, and that's not ideal. What's another support though you could use? I mean, there's always George at the end. Martha at the end. I'm really worried about the invulnerability. You really could do something silly like that. Would this work? I don't know. This is a bit dodgy right now. I don't know if Martha does enough. If all she's gonna do is the buff removal, I don't know if that's that good. Because what you normally do with Liz, Saber Liz, is you damage her after she NPs. Because she can't cast invulnerability when she NPs. It takes up her action. And like I said, I'm kind of leaning towards not killing Saber Liz too fast. Just because I don't want the enemies to have the defense buff. I wonder if I should just do a Saber at the end, or Archer at the end then. You could even do that if you needed to. Also David. I'm gonna try this and I can at least get my feet wet and kind of see, you know, what we're working with here. I might change mash out though, we'll see. I mean, Asclepius and Irisville don't have that much in common. People see like one thing and that one thing might be impactful and they act like, oh my god, these units are so similar. Like, that's just not accurate. I mean, like, Asclepius is super anti-debuff and has no, this is very relevant, has no hard survival for himself at all. Where Irisville has no anti-debuff in the slightest, but has loads of hard survivability for herself because she gives herself guts and she gives herself invulnerability. So, like, they have a little bit in common where they both give the team guts and they can heal the team and stuff. But then Asclepius is all about, you know, anti-debuff massively. He's got debuff resistance, debuff removal, and debuff immunity. Where Irisville doesn't have anything to do with debuffs at all, and she has even more healing, and then she's even more about guts, and then she has self-survival. So they have some overlap, but honestly, they're pretty different. And overall, I think Asclepius is more useful more often than Irisville is, but like Irisville definitely has her uses because some fights don't call for anti-debuff. Oh, Siegfried removes debuffs on his own. I don't need Asclepius nearly as much now. Like, it's still okay because he has a 20% battery, but right, Siegfried's got that covered. Excuse me. Well, now we have even more anti-debuff, so, I mean... Now, they like to buff on turn 1. I have very much noticed this. They really like buffing on turn 1. But I might do this anyway. I don't think I'll do invulnerability yet. And hell, I might try to keep Mash alive, actually. I'm not sure. Let's see. So, pretty safe to say he is absolutely going to break the health bar on the Lancer one. I don't even have to, like, worry about that. Kind of a crappy time to use my heal on Siegfried, but whatever. I probably should have used Mash's invulnerability there, I kind of forgot. Now, I could have Siegfried break all of their health bars right now, but that would result in them getting the defense buff. Fuck it, let's find out what happens. We'll see if we can deal with the defense buff or not. If I don't break one of them though, I would want to not break the Saber one. Like, I'd be totally okay with that, so I should attack the caster one. Because if it does work out that he just doesn't break it, I'm seriously not going to complain. Like, I will not mind. But they're all dragons, so... Wait, do we have frame drops? We're doing fine here. Yeah, we got frame drops. God. Dude, I'm so sick of my ISP, dude. And, like, no matter how much I bug them, I just cannot get them to... get this shit sorted. Oh, dear God. Yep, nope, they're, a little broken there. Wow! Jesus, nice looping there, champ. I mean, I'll take it. Hit Siegfried. Hit Siegfried. Hit him. That's not hit. Oh, these are all their gimmicks. Okay, no, that's not. No. I like she just used invulnerability when she already had it. Good job. Yep, I don't really like Asclepius now because Mash is gonna die, Hans is gonna die, and Siegfried already got rid of his debuffs, so... Not very... Oh, this hand sucks. Oh my god, this hand fucking sucks. I want NP gain, and we're gonna get 1. That kind of blows. But when you were that close to getting your NP again, too. I guess we can get it with this Clippius, though. But you'd probably want that for the next NP. Yeah, I've noticed, like, later at night, my ISP always has problems. Do I want to NP right now? You get 30% towards our next one if he waited. Nah, I should do it now because he still has his anti-dragon bonus. And he gets it on the NP, but, you know, doubling up on it is really nice. Wait, I shouldn't have NP sealed the Lancer one. The Lancer one is probably dead. It might not be dead if I don't attack it, though, with the follow-up cards. I'm actually gonna taunt Siegfried here because he's still got his he's got his dragon defense, so, and then Asclepius can heal. Yeah, the games are 1, 2, 3. It's kind of dumb. I don't really get it. Yep, that one is dead. So I think that one will heal to full in 5 turns. I think that's how that works, if I remember. Man, I should have brought Atlas. I definitely should have brought Atlas. Getting the 3rd skill again would have just been so good. I think I just let them die. He has double defense up. Do I go for that one? Do a lot more damage to this one, but this one is more important to kill. But my unit in the back is an archer, so now I'll go for this one. I'm not gonna lie, Siegfried's really good here. Like, this team sucks, and he's just doing so much work anyway. Is kind of ridiculous. His team's not optimized. It's bad. All our skill ranks are trash. Like, there's so many things wrong with this team, but Siegfried's just absolutely shredding them anyway. Imagine if this team was like optimized or on like a good account that had like really strong supports and shit. In 1 turn, we get our anti-dragon thing, but they can cast invulnerability because they're twats like that. He'll kill it. What am I talking about? It's a dragon. He might not have his 3rd skill, but he still gets his NP thing. Wait, what is wrong? It's a dragon. It's fine. Well, it's not dead yet, actually. That's a little shitty. Oh, no, it's dead. Yep, no. Okay. Oh god, she might actually get the heal because of the guts. Nope, she'll be 1 turn off. Woo, boy, that would have been bad. Although we probably still could have handled it, to be honest. Do I cast this now? Yeah, that's fine. We don't even need it. I wonder if I can kill her now. I wonder if that'll do enough damage that I should just make sure we proc guts. There's no reason to be doing silly stuff right now. Damn, mine's not procket still. Oh, no, there you go. 2K. Look at her being a normal caster with only 2 actions per turn. Wow. So, Siegfried's pretty good, by the way. What the fuck? Like, this team was not optimized. This team was not optimized in first fucking try, right? Like, I don't think Asclepius was quite right. He was okay, but I don't think he was right. There's all kinds of things this team could have done better. It just first turned it, or first tried it, like, oh, okay. Well, yep. Let's go, anti-dragon. Jesus, didn't even need to use George to turn one of them into a dragon because they already were dragons. My god, though, we're dropping so many frames right now. That was almost anticlimactic. I was expecting to have to work harder than that. But, yeah, Siegfried go Burr. Okay, well, we just have the main story and that's it. Like, we've done everything else, I think. To make sure we don't have any wanted quests we can buy. Nope, we do not. Alright. We're still gonna try to stick to the whole don't use event CE thing. Look at that Cairo Robin though. Why not? Who needs starting in P? I almost want to do Qingong just for the battery. Mozart would be swell, but I don't know if we get our NP in time that way. If you're just shy though, you could do the Switch Mystic Code. I'd love to get Hans in here. Okay, I guess just slow and steady with the NP gain and then try to go boom. Oh yeah, the end of the event's like time gated. Yeah, I think it's like we got like what, 2 days maybe? I'm gonna right back. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. Give me 1 moment. Enjoy the drop frames. Alright, I'm back. Alrighty. Wow, no health bars. That's weird. What a casual. Well... I would have preferred our other Robin not have gotten an art card here, that because then we would have probably been able to art chain later, which would really help the Robin that has no starting NP out. I'm not sure we're gonna have him NP in time. Gonna try, but bro, this far into the event, and that's your damage output. I mean, I know George has a big defense up and everything, but like, come on now. I like how okay, we have an art chain next turn, but I like how all of other Robins NP game is in the last hand. Maybe we'll get lucky and the deck will shuffle and he'll have all his NP gain in the first hand of the next one. Okay, so I just had to say something about his damage output, because if he had killed George there, the deck would have shuffled and that would have been horrible. Look at Cairo finally getting a poison command code on his Robin. Feels good. Okay. Give me those art cards. Come on. We can get like crits here. No, well... just in case he gets some kind of bullshit sure hit gimmick. Do double attack down and NP down. Cover our asses here. I would prefer he hit Robin. Oh wait, I got my NP anyway. Never mind. We're good. Good old Barbatos. Yeah, it's funny, last year had so few new events, they don't get to rerun much this year. Like, what are they even gonna do for filler? I guess they can rerun collabs, though, that they haven't done yet, and the events that they skipped and things like that. They'll find a way to do filler. Where there's a will, there's a way. I could bring in David and get the other attack up, but then we'd be wasting Mozart's Star Bomb. It's fine, we just want those big numbers. Man, Robin's got an attack down. The big Robin. Unfortunate. Will he do more damage even though he's got the attack down? He might not. Maybe we overcharge the other Robin. 20 levels. It's like 2,000 attack. 20% attack down, I'm pretty sure. They're probably about the same then. Because he's Black Grail, I'll still put him in the back. Yeah, the Black Grail will put him ahead, for sure. That attack down basically just eats into the Black Grail. I would love a new KNK event, that'd be awesome. They're not gonna do Tsukihime until the actual thing is out, or about to be out, or has been out. Oh, he's... okay, yeah, he's just dead. GG. I could see them doing it in April. I could see that. Because they always do a collab then anyway, and I don't know, they might do it next year though. It depends. I would fit... Tsukihime's big enough profile that I suspect they've been working behind the scenes some, and so they've been getting stuff ready in advance, so it should be ready by April, I would think. So that would make sense. Now, if they have not been working on things behind the scenes, then probably not, right? But yeah, I could definitely see it this year being Tsukihime. That's a shame though for Prototype. Dude, I'm losing my mind with my ISP, dude. I bugged them so much, and they've been so unhelpful, and it's like, I'm looking at like the way the bit like transfer is right now, and it goes from like, you know, it'll be at like 4,000 or 5,000 like normal, and then it'll drop all the way down to like 100. It's like, what the fuck is that? And like, I have done everything possible that you can do. Like, I've replaced all the lines, I've replaced all the equipment, you know, I've had them check the pole and everything else, and it's just these still consistently, like at night, have frame drops. Because like the upload speed, like my download speed like never really gets that much trouble, but the upload speed will just randomly tank. They may not do a Redline collab just because they kept doing Gura. Like right now, I just dropped to 400, right? The KBS went down to 400. It's ridiculous, dude. The thing is, most people don't use upload. That's why they don't care very much. Is like they try a lot harder to make sure the download is smooth. And because most people, because if you're just browsing the internet, you're almost entirely using download. But obviously, if you're uploading YouTube videos or streaming, then you need lots of upload. I think this is a fight you can't win. You just have to stall for a while. I kind of wanted someone like David or something. Double mash. Oh my god, I'm doing it. We'll do mash with like demonic. We'll do double mash, and I guess maybe Hans or David. I guess Hans. And then we'll have like switch for David if we want it. Wait, he's already on the team? He is. Our back row really is not going to matter. Give me that bond. I'll just do... No, I might do Atlas. Yeah, let's go. If you look at what they did last January, they basically did nothing all month, so there's really no telling what they're gonna do. I could see them doing a main interlude, though. They haven't done one in some time. That's a really sensible way to deal with them having almost nothing to rerun throughout the year, is just throw in some main interludes. And I wouldn't even complain, because main interludes give us a chance of having repeatable content, so... Yeah, I know Faust is a big Arc fan, so good luck. Haven't you been saving? Haven't you been saving for Arc? Dear God, I think that actually is a thing, and if that has been going on, yeah, this is definitely your time. So hopefully it is in April then. Yeah, I have memories of Faust actually been saving for Arc this whole fucking time. And certainly if they do a Tsukihime collab, they're obviously adding a 5-star version of Arc. There's no question. He has gold, foes, and grails ready? Jesus, now that's dedication. That's what I'm... Because it's one thing when you do that on an A, and you have clairvoyance and you know they're coming. It's another thing entirely when you don't know they're being added, and you don't even know if Tsukihime was coming. Because, like, we didn't know until, you know, like a week ago that it was actually happening, right? So that is some faith right there. We do both or just one? Probably just one, and then we heal, and then we start spamming stuff. I almost want to use Hans' skill now, but I think we can wait. Yeah, double mash, let's go. So it's bullshit. if you use Pierce Invulnerability, you still do 0 damage to her. Like, I think only Space Discharge do damage to her. I did like double scatty and shit like that with Mozart with Switch Mystic Code, so Calamity Jane could turn 1, use her 3-turn Pierce Invulnerability, and she had so much event bonus that she would easily be able to break this health bar, but you just do 0 damage. So you probably could break I think you can break this health bar though if you bring Space Ishtar. I think she could do the damage. And Space Ishtar with a bunch of event bonus stacking, you could do 2 million. It's not even that hard. I think a Tsukihime collab could be cool though. I'll be interested to see how they do it. Hopefully the gameplay's good. That's what always gets me, is I hate when we have an awesome event except for the gameplay. Like Christmas, I loved Christmas so much because they gave the community a lot of stuff that they normally don't. You know, they added a male welfare and they did an awesome animation update. Like lots of good shit on Christmas, right? And the good stuff, very good stuff in the lottery and everything. That was all awesome, but the gameplay was boring, right? Like even Saber Wars here has significantly better gameplay. I actually have not minded the gameplay here, especially if you don't use event bonuses. You know, it's been pretty fun, so. Okay, what are we doing this turn? I guess we overcharge Hans. Hope we get lucky. Sometimes mission-based events are okay, and sometimes they're not. It depends. I have to say, this one is a mission-based event, and I think it's pretty good. Again, I don't like the theme of this event and the story and everything, and no welfare and all that all fucking sucks. But the missions are so easy. Basically, do each free quest 5 times. That's it. Like literally just do each free quest 5 times, and then like do the one quest on the side and stuff. It's no problem. It's like super smooth progression on this event, and enough side content and boss battles and you can like control the difficulty. If you want it to be harder, don't use the event CEs and things like that. And then the harder stuff, you can use those things, right? So yeah, it's pretty good, honestly. It's one of the better mission-based events. That and Case Files was pretty good. Case Files was a pretty reasonable mission-based event as well. But a lot of mission-based events can be really tedious and obnoxious and kind of needlessly so. Probably wait one more turn before we use Mash's skill. My god, though, I could have literally already used all of middle Mash's skills if I wanted to, and like impede again. I kind of wanted to use it now just cause I have Atlas, so I mean, might as well. Fuck it, I'm gonna give her the battery. But I don't think I'm gonna take any damage here, so fuck it, I'll do this too. I don't even need it. The skill that matters the most on Blood Axe is the attack down, defense down. Literally, the other 2 skills don't even matter because they're good, but they don't need to be leveled, right? You just need the ones with the debuff clear, and maybe enough to give you health to not die to your NP. But that's like level 3 or something. Oh come on, you fucking pansy! What? We were so ready. We were so fucking ready. We could NP and then NP with the other one and use Atlas. Like, come on, do your NP at me. I'll fucking face tank it with defense ups. God. But yeah, you really only care about his first skill, and then you care about the other 2, like, eventually for, like, the cooldown length, but, like, you just need guts to save you. You don't care what the health back is, really, so. Yeah, unless you're gonna be, like, the Blood Axe guy, you can just do 10-1-1 or 10-3-3 or something, and you'll be good to go. Alright, this one, I remember this one. It's just 1v1 with like hilarious gimmicks. I'll try to like blow her up with crits. Where is it? Some dramatic music here. Alright, chat, which one do you like better? The blue Space Ishtar Stage 3 or the pink one? Or red one, or whatever it is? I need to see them again, I haven't seen them in ages. Because not exactly a Space Ishtar fan, surprise surprise. Okay, blah 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 blah. There's no Billy here, I don't care. Wow, blue is winning quite hard. None, but if I had to choose blue, yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, there's a lot of none there. My God, Space Ishtar has a lot of non-fans. All right, let me see here. That's more purple actually. That's way more purple than blue. Because even the hair is blue purple. Oh God, they're like cotton candy, dude. You know what she looks like? She looks like a kid that just got out of the shower and she's got like a towel and she's using it as like a superhero cape. That's what it looks like. Like that whole cape, like it's like it looks dumb, right? Like the size of it and everything. Yeah, I have to say blue, but I don't like either, really. If I had Space Ishtar, oh wait, I do have Space Ishtar. Oh God, I have Space Ishtar. Why though? Anyway, if I had to use her, I would not even use stage 3 or whatever stage this is. Let's see. I'm pretty sure you do like ludicrous damage here. She'll probably give me my NP from attacking me if I hit count and all that. Take the cape off of that. That's kind of funny. Boy, if she crits you, that is gonna hurt like crazy. I might actually win next turn. Depends on how... Yeah, I think I'm gonna win next turn. I'm gonna fucking guts then. I don't think I could die there anyway, though. I probably shouldn't have guts then, just in case I don't break, but I'm pretty sure we'll break, get our NP back, and then crit, and then win. Yeah, we didn't even need the skills. It's so much overkill there. Wow, I'm actually really glad I cast Guts. What the I guess she has a crit gimmick here. What the fuck was that? Don't even need health. Well, or we should win anyway, though. I should have saved my second skill so I could turn it into Buster here. That's what I should have done. Because invulnerability didn't even help me, and then yeah, if I could do Buster Chain, we'd be set. That crit of hers, though, just like 100 to 0'd me. That's pretty ridiculous. Hey, Arjuna. If we don't kill here, we're actually gonna lose because of that crit. Okay, we did a little bit of damage. Oh, I see. They give you a gimmick to up your NP damage as well, like specifically, so your NP just does ludicrous damage here. Why is she talking like a baby? Snap out of it. That's stupid. God. Grow up. Jesus. Isn't she like 60,000 years old or some crap? Now we get to watch the villain be all like, oh my god, how did I lose? What the hell is going on right now? It's really creative there, Eric. You put a lot of effort into that. Honestly, her stage 3 is really lazy with her attack animations. It's just particle effects. She doesn't actually do anything other than the extra attack, but... I don't think you see the other gunslinger in this part. I think it's like when you go back to the starting planet or something. I mean, obviously, if you're going to enjoy the story or not is subjective, but from what I have seen of this story, it is terrible, and most people do not like it. But it's supposed to be a joke, right? Like, it's not supposed to be serious. It's a giant, like, cheesy shit show. I should have turned the music on for that boss fight. I don't know if they had music for it or not. Good old Gwen, dude. It's amazing. Why they didn't say anything? What the hell? When was he in this event? What? Oh yeah, no, he was in this event. That's right. Oh my god. That's why the other gunslinger doesn't talk. Because no one fucking talks in the ending cutscene. Because they're fucking lazy or something. This is like the whole they're talking but they're not telling you what they're saying thing. It's one of those. Oh my god, it's one of those. Look at this. Look, yeah, it's stupid. It's so stupid. Oh my, yep, that's why we never got any lines from the other gunslinger, because literally no one is talking in this. Okay, way to go, guys. At least I don't have to click anything. This is really weird because I'm pretty sure this is the first time you see her, and they did not explain anything, right? Like they're just doing it to be like, oh hey, look, we're gonna add another character someday. Now we're talking. God, dude. I'm pretty sure you even say something about Saber Wars 3 in this event, if I remember correctly. But, dude, this event was so poorly received, I don't know if they're gonna do it or not. I think they will. They'll probably say fuck it and do it anyway. They probably just won't do it necessarily. I don't know, they might do it this year, later, like way later this year, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that F2P, that's probably the thing. Halloween is dead. Yeah, maybe for like this Halloween, this year's Halloween, maybe they would do it. Wait, why are we in Chaldia now? Because didn't they make this mid-Lost Belt? Like, I'm pretty sure they made this mid, although I guess they've done a lot of stuff that's like still in Chaldia, like interludes and whatnot. Oh yeah, this account actually gets a Grail and not a lore. Okay, did we get everything done? That's the question here. The hell is... Oh god, one of these is I think UHZ, and one of these is the stupid blue costume, which I definitely don't want. I was hoping you'd see like MHX in the title, but it's not there. I'm gonna have to ask Ari there to bail me out on that one. Second one is MHZ. Yeah, I don't want the Ishtar one. Oh, and there's the buff. There's the buff right there, which is funny because I don't have her. Like if you have her, you can just do this as a regular interlude later. But if you don't have her, you can like get the buff at in advance, which is kind of weird.
君はもともとマスターであることを忘れないように賞金稼ぎはほう宇宙のならず者がまた一人発見されたようだ気をつけていく I gotta say that was easy. Literally just do every free quest 5 times and they're good to go. And yeah, these are time locked. It looks like 2 days. It's either day and a half or 2 days. Easy peasy. I don't think we're ever gonna get her, but might as well. Okay, probably should get these for her. He is kind of the focus of this account, so.
まあアンナ号は小型艇だからちょっと窮屈。このバッジつけてるだけでセイバーになる。このバッジつけてるだけでセイバーになれるんだって。まあアンナ号は小型艇だからちょっと窮屈で。いやいらっしゃいだねマスターくん。地道にコツコツやる。
Oh, they're in the mailbox. Damn it. Wow, he's pretty far along though. Not bad. Man, I just need them to add a free 4-star ticket and we can make an MP2, because that's such, dude, it is such a power jump from MP1 to MP2 on a DPS unit. It's huge. And MP2 to 3 is nice as well, but it's not nearly as good as 1 to 2. And we can get his 3rd skill upgrade. Like, we already beat Poseidon, we just have to go do it like officially, and then we can get that. What about our skill ranks? Oh boy, we're gonna need hero proofs. Damn it. Oh, that's the Great Barrier. That's all that's in our way for getting that 10 is just a lot. Do you realize how many free quests that is? Like, even if you don't need all 45, like, it's just bullshit. Like, why are hero proofs like this? Like, every other mat is, you know, I mean, well, Void Dust is really bad too, but, like, why are the bronze mats are just so shit, dude? Like, why would you do this? God. Alright, well, I think we'll wrap up there because we are having framed, wait. Oh yeah, that's just mana prisms, that doesn't matter. We'll finish this stuff up later, but I think we'll wrap up there just because we are having frame drops like crazy. So, but you know, we got the stuff done, we beat Liz, that's good, and everything else is time gated, and this account is just gonna cheese the shit out of the challenge quest, where we are so not doing that legit at all. Like, fuck that nonsense. But I'll take free summon tickets. Speaking of which, real quick, what are we at here? Only 141, so nothing too fancy. And we went pretty ham on the story summons a while ago. Alright boys, I might stream later and maybe play some, like, you know, Ninja Gaiden or something random like that, Yeast Origins or something. If my internet stabilizes. But it just might not. It's been getting like this a lot at night, so I don't know. But thank you all for hanging out, that was a good time. I actually really enjoyed this event, to be honest. I don't care for the story and everything, but gameplay-wise, this was actually quite fun, and holy shit, Siegfried is good. What we'll do next, and maybe even next stream, is we'll do the main interlude for CCC, and we're on this account, we don't need to save any of the battles, right? We can just, you know, pile on through. But, alright, we'll raid somebody, because I don't know if I'll be able to stream later or not, because internet woes. Let's see here. Oh, we'll raid Fino. He's playing some FGO. There we go. Perfect. Alright, boys. I will hopefully see you all tomorrow, and we'll probably do some CCC. Oh, wait, is Cairo streaming? Fuck. Shit. Well, I already clicked Fino. It feels bad. Cairo is obviously our, well, you know, I'm gonna go for the Cairo stream. We'll still raid Fino, because I don't want to take it back now. But yeah, I'll head over to Cairo stream and hang out there for a bit. Feels bad. I did not realize he was streaming. My apologies. Anyway, lads, I will see you all tomorrow.